ɛno me monitor bibi every United States of America na vice president your friend no Vance and na umo kase say World War III no say entokwa no first no na etuo ni nasefo na na kam ne bomb but say no bibia esi ewo wiem nti wutimi capture ewiem de na de aka no simple odi ane se obe capture ewiem so wutimi capture ewiem a ewiem kire se internet technology AI so wutimi capture de aka nyina simple na ebia unim the vice president of United States of America or a young guy na onunso wafa ne boss suban Donald Trump na ya na mekasa ansem we ya ya me pese ohu de ekoso wo wiase se da be inform o se wo ye discussions a na eba saa nyoma no nso a se wo fa ho se wo mfa ho ebi bediu efri se me ne wotie ye de internet na ye bibia me ne wotie se ye twa wo network mu kan na nse ye se ye po ase problem bi ba ye nyina ye network na ye slow ba ye tie na ye kasa no de omugu so e kanie o say you cannot win the battle in the future unless you control the skies me be bobi bi kakra akrew na wonhu de me kan bacho JD Vance on ne da so no or United States of America for omo vice president and na or this hard way tudwa na kai say first no na United States of America omo wo bibia ye friend no omo department is ha ye wo Ministry of Defense no omo defense ministry ni say so mass said din from Ministry of Defense to Ministry a Department of War into omo Department of Defense na ha ye kan Ministry of Defense no say o mass said din na ye Department of War na say Russia for so ama Germany for warning ama UK for warning ka say di omo ye no wan hwe ya omo be trigger nyoma bebi awiase ni duru no say anyem paibo a ye de ebetimi aye mpaibo efri say de awiase keka kono wan hwe ya na World War III no keka no ho abrantie we vice president of United States of America o say they say bebi awiase aduru no omo rename omo department no say Department of War yebusan se de nti o se bebi awiase aduru no ene bebi a ye kono sa department no hu hia Department of War asemu e bi afe na wo tia ha na ebedi kan ka kire wo se de be ye ba obeti ase na eno no musa de beto ho a wo kire se bebi awiase aduru no se wo pese udi nkunim bia na ti se wo control e wo wiem ewiem no nso a ye kan eye space ship anase yen kan say ewiem ho it was space office one of mo hyen wiem manipulate the wiase airco enti ye do be ko space office ho no se bia uni ma wan se to bia timi hu wiem na enkofo bi ni nam ewiem wo mo ko wiem no astronaut for no omu ne wo wiem no ma dane wiem omu ne hu bebi awiase ko enti wo de wuti wie yase na ate Ghana na hu de wo abrofo no dwene bebre hwe ekwan a ombefa so control ewiem die enti na make sa anyoma we make am hu se time ayeye westi broni no wo westi a wo de ye wo de kontokwa hunu enu nie bra Facebook na be he sankofo no for space station nankasa to mame Jeff for space station nankasa to mame
Nhyira fan
nankofo hu de eko Enti ma me mbɔ nkyerɛ wo na tie bi no ankasa mia na mebɔ misire mu na meka asɛm.
And I think an equally visionary move to make sure that Space Force is right where it should be in Huntsville, Alabama. I think Americans ought to appreciate the fact that you can't win the battle of the future unless you control the skies. The cyber security, the communications, the entire infrastructure of the battle in the 21st century will be in space. So it was a visionary move in the first administration for the president to set up Space Force, and I think an equal...
Me say repeat it. Brofo de just 24 seconds message no. Aha. Inti space station behwe nkofo a omunam wiem. Inti wo telecommunication na wo friend na MTN, Vodafone, Telecel, wo internet no obi neti wiem. Sa wiem ho bibini bia anti wo bi. Eye wo mu neti ho. Russia fo wo ho, China fo wo ho, USA fo wo ho. Inti tie di amabobo. Russia fo wo ho, China fo wo ho, USA for ho, UK for ho, France for ho, Sankro no, eno mu wiem, eno mu control wiase. E de be hwe oba bia ye de ato so no na onam wiase na otwa wiase. Enti ono ba bi ogina no timi hu wiase nyina. Omutimi manipulate, omutimi ma weda no kra asesa, omutimi ma Evradi Nyankopɔ ye hu ba bia wiase ekɔ.
I think Americans ought to appreciate the fact that you can't win the battle of the future unless you control the skies. The cyber security, the communications, the entire infrastructure of the battle in the 21st century will be in space. So it was a visionary move in the first administration for the president to set up Space Force, and I think an equally visionary move to make sure that Space Force is right where it should be in Huntsville, Alabama.
And today, J.D. Vance, or Vice President of United States of America, can say, and then pray. Say ye ka entokwa ene se wo tumi e wo say wie no ma me de ato space station no e che say ye won kofo bi a o mo nso e wo wiem a o mo to e bi to 1 year e bi to 6 months a o mo na control the wiase e wo say ekọ into United States of America hu say enemnem 21st century no sa wo pese o kontokwa a je say wo tumi wo sa wiem a me kan space station ho una wutimi control bibia una wutimi kire bebia wiase ekọ una wutimi kire se technology we na adru hwe science asem ne ye kan yi o me kire we ebia Ghana ho bia enka ho asem ebia news eyi no nka ho asem ba me kire wo de ekoso me kire wo de ekoso mo hu eni nti ye ba Ghana ha na ye de ya adwene ye occupied with politics. Kese ye ho mobo e se de omo ye nyina no e besa kwa ba ye so bra Facebook ne be he sa de a ye kire wi wo mu hwe ekwan mefa so control wiase ye betena ha ka se Nhyira FM ye betena ha kwakoye te se o ye mompaye but ye adwin se Africa Ghana baby wiase adru na ye adwene nkrofo adwene ekwan ye mbefa so ma omukro aye yie no ekwan ye mbefa so ma omukro aye secured no ye tia na unnecessary politics ene ye Nhyira FM unnecessary politics ene edidi ehun atem baby wiase na adru no China for ni namu they are controlling the airspace. China for no mu ye hwan no mu nye obia eye den no mutimi ye kofa China for no mu dia ba ha so mu be galamsey no na nwiem e plan ni kuro yie se de be ya a chirimma e be ye okay ye de etia e na de ne ye NDC ni MPP me bo funyo ma nanse ye koso the way you waste your time not discussing relevant issues. MPs ni NDC fui. MPP for ni NDC fui. Yen discussing relevant issues. Me who say ye yema she say na agrek e kosen me ti bi ache agrek. Na no adwura yen sam chofo ni bi ko adwura ko ye interview agrek officer. Ne office kura problem ho the office problem ho onu amu ebre. Look at the projection ɛdeɛ na yɛyɛ nti yɛbɛtena wa obi na project show 2030 International Space Station 2030 omkɔfo project say 2025 5 years time na yɛte Ghana ha ne yɛda so yɛ NDC ne MPP a ne yɛnyɛ hwee na yɛ ma no problem aba yɛ ma na ntimi anyini because deɛ yɛsua ɛnyɛ deɛ yɛbɛwie betimi anya adwuma ayɛ ɛne hwɛ nkɔda yi na awie sukuu yɛ o youth unemployment emranti o mawie sukuu a wɔn ni adwuma ayɛ wɔn tete fie mmaba a wɔn mawie a wɔn pɛ adwuma ayɛ de bia yɛ hɔ nana wɔn pɛ adwuma ma me nana me bɛ wie school nana adwuma ni hɔ because deɛ yɛsua wɔ school mu ɛne yɛde pie no yɛhu sɛ wiase sesa enti instead say yɛbɛfa China for deɛ ɔmo yɛ Japan for deɛ ɔmo yɛ USA for deɛ ɔmo yɛ Russia for deɛ na yɛnsua no yɛnsua yɛte ha ne yɛnyina yɛnkɔyɛ lawyers ɛnɛ baabi adu yɛ law obi ekosia law adan a ɔyɛ lawyer no agba bɛyɛ politician ɔbɛyɛ politician na no akɔ parliament a no akɔ kabrofo na NDC ne MPP supporters abɔ mu nsɛm amobo yɛwie a ne yɛwie
Nhyira.
Nano me can say we mantie ɔman a yɛni gye sɛ yɛwɔ more lawyers than engineers. Ɔman no yɛni gye sɛ yɛwɔ more lawyers. Yɛwɔ more political scientists, lawyers than engineers, than mathematicians, than physicians, than environmental scientists. Yɛni agye akɔ enye law enye bad. Efe. But you see, I can tell you, sir, do no school acquire law ni nyina no. There's another interest. Oh, a lawyer, oh, a MP, and a year day. Yenya lawyer si bebree, and a year day of parliament. One no mutimi can sempa ye no. What is happening? Because we are a medical doctor now can't some be and few. Who will care? Nobody cares about you. Until when we have a country, our focus is training more lawyers than scientists, we are doomed. Because on maybe a technical skills. Yeah, calculate. Yeah, iPhone. Yeah, bulb. Yeah, industries grow. That is how we grow a country. Who are the people like you do politics? Who are the people? The same old stuff. Who are the people? Nti ebetra say ya. Machira wo de wiase ko. Omo say by 2030 ntokwa na eba no. Omo say gise uwo control wo wiem. Se woni control wo wiem a wasem mobo. By ye busese Ghana, dear ye control, omo planning 5 years so, and tokana shase. Into Russia for any abre, China for any abre, USA for any abre, other countries any abre, a dear ni abre wo hon. Any abre ni NDC MPP. Maintain that say, ya sorry no pana a whole week. NDC ni MPP for come because a Greek, a fool in food dear. Enkoyi inti ye discuss it minti bi da say 1 week ye de si wo say this week in the NDC and MPP ye be ko say ye be ma ekuaye aya akono ye de sika bebre e ba be hyem minti bi da education afekere ni sia ye hu de ekoso yi minti say 1 week ye de si wo debate say baby we are see through no AI, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, technology. Into yen tuning your mind, both NDC and MPP, minti bi da. Min share dante say NDC and MPP week ye de si wo say ye discuss say IMF no ye jai ye yankase betimi ahwe ye ho. There be that discussions in the MP. And there discussions. Discussions of self-interest. And I'm saying, Omaya, more lawyers than scientists, engineers, or money enkoye da. Enya rocket science o. China for training crofo. Science, Russia, science, USA, science. Now Donald Trump who sa or all the IT firms buy Yabusa Facebook Mark Zuckerberg was saying now they share economy 600 billion. Unim 600 billion. Yeah, for some pictures in the tour. $600 billion. And or they say US economy nimu. Or ya branch you Mark Zuckerberg what they say. I want the early 40s. By a young shishiyama say akra nipa ba akra ketua na se penyi afekra no odi ni 40s. Otimi di $600 billion share US economy. Unim $600 billion. $600 billion. Nipa ba kubetimi yi $600 billion no ebi wo Ghana ha. As $600 billion no senka Ghana nyanya ya ki ebe dia se no. Ki ebe dia se no. And so Donald Trump will see a tech companies ni nyina no. Sexa ene da ho no. Me enye se me mbo mitrimu nka asemo. Me pese hu de ekoso abrantie ketua we wadi se mompani di mompani ye ma me. Facebook wadi say young guy we wadi say Mark Zuckerberg. Or the $600 billion, Jeff, thank you, to be invested by Meta in USA. Check the other tech companies, Microsoft Office. Check whatever they are investing into the company. Young guy, you, onyini ye, our Ghana hakradi anke mfi no kra. But yetimia building it up ama say otimidi 600 billion. Yeah, compare 3 billion cry ye chefa 41 years. Kofi are saying, what did he say?
41 years.
Saying
41 years.
41.
Nana, you on May 14, 1984.
May 14, 1984.
Yeah.
That's a minute, bosso.
Nana.
And I mean to me, near the me.
Nana, so dear, baby, I want no background, no. And for how?
There be
the year 2000 years started Adrian. So I bring up from Adrian that.
There be na so no bad. There be Facebook bad abe. Monfa year and bring Facebook bad abe.
And check.
Monfa old picture of Sabrante we emami. Mark Zuckerberg. Or she ase no wo university no bad abe. I'm telling you this because there were a lot of Mark Zuckerberg for waha. You need somebody or you proactive no better me designer who say Ghana 4 year nyomo but only support.
No, they started actually with this idea in 2004.
2004.
And by 2005, from the first one, friend, the Facebook, a launch here, the Facebook,
a buy,
and then they tried on the work here.
Into from 2004, and now when I was so, papa could form me what?
2004, na kofo was.
And a year positive change part 2.
Yeah,
but yeah.
But now Osha kofo's idea.
Che young guy.
Yes. Now we say you dream about technology so from the year 2000s, early 2000s.
And your man saw no me idea, no me be, and he says I'm Columbia. So man who's on nom sprite, man who's on nom.
On sprite now. I see a research into that.
Okay, and mun me photo as a me nom sprite na se for that year.
Yeah, commercial traffic.
No, who say on nom say no to me young guy. Then time crop floor baby uncle because so new.
We cry home, because akwa konwa. Near there.
I say we when you.
But it's because it's any power. Jeff, for the latest one or two.
The would have found crab and I had to ask now what can be.
It's nana on say, yeah, no, dear, no. 2004 Abanti almost started say they were actually putting something together on an crop for him dear nana. Yeah, the idea see be real science in Mukakran. Esha early 2000s. The president of 4 time Kran Yesha see out okay so only introduce you basic schools you know with ICT. CM for ICT. Computers no enko basic schools no one start and who the friend computer.
No tini
nana enche you enru be 10 years kra ma ya and now no teacher ni bi de ebo ya ni say no de kire nkwada say no ye mouse. Just see a drogu board so na kire nkwala say we ye computer enche you. But this idea was birth early 2000s and kai senki yakọ yenim
na wonim a lot of apps are Ghana for a year
onya
support ni ho nto ye wo ideas bebre wo ho a o de kwa politician be bo atu because oni bribe there are lot of ideas minimum crofo bebre wo ho a no mu here just a simple support yes won tua bribe answer enti
Oh, na won kai enuro ikra pharmaceutical companies ebi ye ne herbal o kai papa ko a
ne ho asem
also wo pese edura wanya chese in fact what try South Africa bibia work oh here just some little support nanka Ghana be first nation with HIV ye benya aduro no obi amfi no esu say ska no ye be wura corruption mu ase no na ICT no
so no ni simple guy me say simple attacks me she coat omo mu sika ni nyina no mu she coat
obi always get be simple
dabi do ban hu na me she mat last Saturday kra me she atade bi say simple sa say ska for ni tan she
no plan tanya attack bebre we be shia wa bebo age ni ade bia
honorable mu ni sika no mu she fugu no me na hu say mu sika
fugu fo sika o fugu no omo prum sa no ana no ma wo mu
honorable de sika ni
but na yakechi o yakechi se wo hwe on say your priorities in yet honorable say ya empijane na nko to the patente ko wona what minutes can as address it chenchire ayobobo ani tu ariam
those were the town no any colleagues no
they were planning
omusia say and the support system was there
yeah
so just imagine 2004 sa bre na ye no wamampanyi kofo be free so na Ghana ye de ka 9 billion
yeah
meboa atamilsi be free so no ene yera joma ha me be free so no na Ghana de ka 122 billion sa bre no na brante we ogro yera na kofo do be free so Ghana ne ye de ka 760 billion
enya asem ketua
we mu so ase de bi ka ho
enya easy o
enti joma ha man so be free so no na Ghana ye drew be 1 trillion billion $1
na ye sika no a ye gie no kra no priorities na me se enye o because ne na now de o academia no omo e pa ye research grants ne ade na ya na etese ye hu professors wo musu madam professor bi a minim no na oso opese wo ye banche o pese wo ye research bi ade bi wo banche mu ana o ka sa me refisa ade no na oso wo mo ye ye betumi dia ye drugs bi a
banche
nana
cocaine we student banche ho asema yi professor reverend professor Safo Kantanka
yeah
or ye tech banche ye papa Methodist bishop or ye tech banche varieties makuma kunsia banche nko antimi sesa Ghana shebre
and so ye nya support
me see ye mfi no
ene ye tie no neska no chese ye be se iska no but abrofo no si omo tenke konkan na no ne ye ka China there where they are thinking around be 70 to 100 years ahead ye tia na ye dwene the next 2028 Ghana it's here during 2028 you be winning in fact you be ebedi akonwa wo mamu so wa winning se mampani ananse political party and no ma sha se during the next election
ene ne mu ode
ye ndwene wo man kan grow tina na ade a wo kai no me unse meti ase me hwe wa amesi na ye bro
amashada
ye bro
sensem no one count to ho because eye den ya de mekan daachi no ebeba nti ebeba no na ye hu se ye kan ye bobi amfa ho onsa na no penka be sori anopa no na nke ye kekan na we aye say na bronya aye say na wan but me tira wo daachi na yen that is why it is very important say who choose leader for a country leader odwene omaino beyond politics leader otimi hu say in the next 10 years this is the projection
and that's why I love a former minister of education for that. You see, because what na brochi the man of we bebre atena brochi o enso ya ye hu na adwene o mkofa firi wo ba o almost abenya to me no kura hu adwene no mkonya wo ho de o de bebo o man
problem
but look at Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo at the time when he brought education hwe ba bia technology ni yeko and STEM what they had the STEM education because I started for time and I did ICT national basic education. John Evans Atama was late or the need beto so professor. Kakra BB other schools na ne bi ni ho. John Dramani mama be ne de kakra. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo when we talking about educhumbaye no. The focus on technology itself. Ekwa enimu papa.
Say no we who future.
We who future no. And you see because I don't know say bia na engineering no he thinks more into how we can transform Ghana with technology. Nana sa focus no na nke ye fa. And I will urge say Haruna Idrisu now the Minister of Education. Mr. Papa educhum no. Baby a watena ne no ma wahunu no. Eno ma bebre woni mu a betumi atapo.
Ghana ha
let's not behave say wo man no yet say akoye say mbedi a me nko na meko na meko trans symposium bia city papa yi and na me hwe ni vision na no wo ma that was the first time I meet you papa yi educhum it's about 3 weeks ago or something na me tie papa na me hwe ni focus anka technology no or the eba abebua education no such people see a carry omo idea no and omo vision no ema wo mai for the next even 20 years 30 years but bia ye di bedu e wo ye second cycle schools ni bo ye tertiary no enya asem ketwa which we have to focus hwe wo mai bia ekọ space won ye ntimi nro say kura at least esi etimi duru ba bia enya bibia na ekọ kra bro fufu so abegum bi esi kura de ye shegan China fosu ya kwa mazi China fosu ni ye she.
All right, Tobunami Kwamana, so from Abruchri into Tisana, this means they didn't come up.
Sure.
And no, Nyoma Bibrisi, you have.
Okay.
Dr. Kingsley, man, better to come.